YouTube, I am the Canadian Zangief, and welcome to another pickup video. Garage sailing is pretty much slowed down to almost nothing. It's now just creeping into fall, the weather's turning, so I think that's going to be the end for this year for garage sales. But, you know, you can still find great deals at thrift stores and pawn shops and stuff like that, and I frequent them whenever I can. Now, I haven't been able to find anything at thrift stores recently. Everything's getting snapped up too fast for me to actually grab anything. But I did get some good finds from Pawn Shop. So for $5, I got Spectral Souls for the PSP. It's kind of like an RTS tactical made by the same people that made Disgaea and everything. It's kind of an early release of it, an early release on the PSP. I've tried it. It's a little bit slow and a little bit clunky, but it seems alright. It's worth $5. I got 3 PSP games all in the same lot, so $5 a piece. I got Gunpei. Now I picked this up because I was a big fan of it on the Wonder Swan, and I've recently traded that one out or sold it and then bought something for my collection with that money. And it's kind of like a Tetris kind of puzzle game. It's the general concept of falling objects and you're connecting them together to clear them. It's like Tetris, but like more of a Japanese feel to it. And the last PSP game I picked up was Tenchu, Shadow Assassins. I originally thought when I was going out thrifting and pawn shopping with thrift dwellers that it was a rehash of the original PlayStation 1 version, but it's actually its own game, and it plays pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy to add this to my PSP collection. The same pawn shop, ended up seeing they had a very small Game Gear collection for sale, and they were selling the whole thing, like the Game Gear and, you know, 5 games for like $40. You know, that's pretty rich for Game Gear. You know, I think I picked up mine originally for like 10, and it had like a case and a couple games with it. No one really collects this stuff, really. I don't know why. Probably because of battery life. But I picked up Shinobi 2 for the Sega Game Gear. I think I paid in the end like $3. Great game. You know, I have the first one, so now I got the second. Now at A&C Games, I must have just went at the right time or something, because I got an outstanding deal there. I walk into the store and it's just swarming with people, like people lined up all the way to the door selling stuff. So I never sell stuff at a pawn shop. Like, I'm not wanting to get like totally ripped off. But I spotted 2 games in their the glass display, and I called over one of their representatives, and after about 10 minutes of waving and flagging, I pointed out what I wanted, and I think he was so embarrassed that he didn't have enough sales staff to actually help. He just caved and sold it to me for my first asking price. So I got 2 games for $10 total, 5 each, and that's Castlevania, Lord of Shadows for the 3DS. You know, $5 for a CIB 3DS game that's not garbage. You know, that's a good deal. I played it for a while. It's very reminiscent to the original kind of Castlevania style, like side-scrolling, and it's got a little bit of the new, 3D side-scrolling, 3D gameplay as well, which I don't mind, you know. But yeah, $5, great deal. And also, I picked up Shinobi for the 3DS. Another great game for almost nothing. You know, you can't find 3DS games for, under 15 really, and those are garbage ones. It's just too new, I guess, and the 3DS is going strong. So this next one I ended up getting from my mother-in-law. She keeps a Wii system at the house for when the grandkids come over and stuff like that, and I was looking through the stuff that she had, and I picked out a title, and I was just visiting, and I started playing it just to kill some time, and she asked me if I wanted it because the grandkids think it's a little bit too hard, it's a little too involved. And I was extremely happy to get it because I got the first one, now I have the second, and that's Super Mario Galaxy 2. You know, I like the first one. It's a little bit different than the standard Mario, and I can see why the grandkids don't really want to play with it. It takes a little bit more, I don't know, hand and eye, you know, control than like a standard Mario game. But I think it's totally fun. It's a good game. Now I continued on with my pawn shopping, and I picked up Sonic Heroes for the GameCube. I think I got it for like $3. It's missing the manual, and the disc is kind of scratched up, but you know, for $3, it's not bad. Not bad at all. It plays. It's good. At the same place, I got 2 other games, and you know, I got all 3 of them for like $9, so like $3 a piece. And that's Boom Blocks for the Wii. I haven't actually played this yet. I have Game Grumps actually tipped me off to playing this. It seemed like such a fun time. Like, it's like co-op Jenga, but with like you know, Wii theme, obviously. I don't know. It seems pretty fun. I'm gonna try to con my wife into coming down here and playing it with me and seeing how good it actually is. And the last I got in that lot of 3 was Mario Strikers Charged. You know, another one that I haven't played yet. I played the GameCube version, and I love that, so I don't see why I wouldn't like this one. And, you know, $3, whatever, right? On another visit to that same pawn shop, they didn't have anything, so I just kind of, if I'm having a slow week or something, I like to pick up something, even if it's just crap. And I was a little disappointed with this one. I don't think I'm going to keep it, but I got it for, I think, $5 because I got it on its own, and that's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Smash Up. Now, I was kind of hoping that this was going to be like a standard, like, kind of Turtles game, you know, 4-player, you know, beat 'em up kind of style. Unfortunately, it's a fighter, and it's not a very good one, with limited character selection and graphics in general. I think it's based on the animated series, the most recent one, I think. And yeah, it's not very good. I think I'm just gonna send this one back out. I don't think I'm gonna keep it. But, you know, when you're doing blind picks, sometimes you're gonna get that. But at least I didn't invest too much money. So the next one I picked up is I paid a little bit more than I usually like to pay, and I paid $10 for this. And it's worth more than $10, but it's worth more to me because I have the second one that I stumbled upon not too long ago, and I needed the first one, and that's Drakengard for the PlayStation 2. I believe I mentioned this on a previous pickup video when I got the second one. And yeah, it's kind of like a Dynasty Warriors medieval style with dragons and magic and stuff. And, you know, it's been having a lot of fun with the second one, so I'm gonna pick, if I want to pick up the first one, and kind of continue on. I was at the flea market, Mulvey's flea market, with a couple family, and unfortunately most of the units were closed down for the day. It was a really rainy day, and there was nothing really out there, and we were kind of determined to do some kind of shopping somewhere. So I ended up picking up Mega Man X7 for the PS2. I think I paid like $10. It's another one of those situations where there was nothing really else around that I was wanting to pick up, and I like to kind of pick up a little something, you know, every week, even if it's just like $3 or something. Just kind of, here's your reward for another weeks of work, you know, kind of thing. But it's I haven't played it yet, but I imagine it's the standard Mega Man, you know, X kind of style. The graphics look a little bit more updated. Like, it seems to be a bit 3D Mega Man Legends-esque. But yeah, I'm excited to try it. So the last I picked up for games is for retail. I got it all on trade. Except for one of them, but I got that on clearance. And I picked up Metal Gear Solid HD Collection for the PS Vita. It's basically MGS 2 and 3 on one game with updated graphics. I basically, as soon as I got this, I sat down and played it, both of them through start to finish, and it just brought me back to like these quality games. I played the heck out of them back in when I had my original Xbox way back in the day for MGS2, and yeah, just as good, and lots of new unlockables, and you know, a little bit of extra content. And it even has the original Metal Gear and Snake's Revenge NES games on it. You know, I have the originals, so I wouldn't really play it on here, but it's still kind of cool. Falling in lines with that, the second thing I picked up for retail, oh, I guess, yeah, I got it for trade, and I think it was like 26 bucks or something. The second one I got was God of War HD Collection. I've never actually played the God of War games all the way through. It's one of those I've wanted to play for a long time, and I've actually had it in my collection for a long time, just never got around to it. Not the PS Vita version, the original PlayStation 2 versions. So this is the first and the second one on one Vita card. I can't believe that it took me this long to get around to playing these games. They're so much better than I thought they were on a glance. Like the story and the graphics, the updated graphics too, are really beautiful. I've kind of did some looking around on YouTube and did some comparisons to the Vita to the PS2 version. That's super awesome. Only thing that's a little bit weird, I know it doesn't really mean anything. I like to call them nerd points, but for some reason there's no achievements or anything when you play the PS Vita version, which is strange because almost every game when you are on PSN has like achievements or something. I don't care really, just something I noticed. I found it a little odd. And the last thing I picked up, I was really excited to get this. I've been wanting to play it forever, but I've never had a PS3, and I don't know if I plan to ever get one. And that's Disgaea 4, the PS Vita version. I love the Disgaea series. I can't get enough. I don't think there's any series that I have loved every single game from just as much as the last. I can't think of any at all. It's got to be just, I love the RTS, the massive levels, the massive damage, the character art, you know, the music, the voice acting. It's something I can definitely come back and play and play and play and play. So that's it for games, but I also picked up some more tapes. So first off, I picked up, these are all like, I think they're about $1.25 a piece or something, so great deal. Journey, Greatest Hits. Wheel in the sky keeps on turning. Love me some Journey. Batman movie original soundtrack. It's Keaton Batman. Come on. Really happy to see this, and I picked it up immediately. I think I almost knocked someone over to grab it out of a bin. The Nightmare Before Christmas soundtrack. Another timeless movie, and the music just make it that much more. SCARFACE. Motion picture soundtrack. You know, great movie. Some great tracks on there. But I picked this other one up because it was just kind of stupid, and I picked it up only because I was just laughing so much. And that's Snow, Justice. It's one of those things that back in the day when it came out, I was kind of embarrassed to admit I kind of liked it, because it was just. It wasn't as good as Vanilla Ice, but you know, whatever. I picked up the Rolling Stones, Big Hits. You know, nothing wrong with the Stones. They're always good to have. And the last tape I picked up, and the last pickup that I have, is Elton John, Sleeping with the Past. I find it hard to find people that don't like Elton John, like at least to some degree. You know, if any musician was deserved to be knighted, it would definitely be him. But that's all my pickups for today, and hopefully I'll continue to have some luck with that. But then again, I'm trying to save money for my trip to Toronto coming up, so I'm trying to cut back a little bit, or be extremely cheap. But that's it for now. I'm going to say goodbye for now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all again. Cheers.